What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 53. Man, I'm back again, man. I'm back again. Back again, man. Yeah, y'all been asking for story time. Y'all been asking for story time. I know I've been a little lazy lately, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm only human. I'm only human. No, I got to pick up the pace. Got to pick up the pace, man. So I'm going to pick up the pace, man. It dawned on me the other day, man, about a story that, man, me and my homeboy Crazy Ray, you know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna speak on it. But now little bitty stuff. Some stuff I have to leave out. Some stuff that a lot of stuff I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with this YouTube stuff, man. You know, the police be down on it, down on it, down on it. Some stuff does not have statute of limitations on it. So you can't be no fool. You can tell stories. You can tell them all. You can tell everything that happened in your past. Just have a little sense with it. You know. Anyway, man, but this is a story, man, go back to the 1980s, man. I'm not gonna designate the exact year, but this is a story go back to the 1980s, man. Me and Ray, we had been riding around all day. We had been kicking it all day, man, doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Me and Ray was on the BS from the time we woke up to the time we went to sleep. Now, you know what I'm saying? Sometime, man, at one time, it had got so hectic, man, that me and the homie used to he wouldn't go to his spot, I wouldn't go to mine. You know what I'm saying? Because they was kind of out some during one of these times. So we was so dedicated to putting work in for the set that we would come back from late night rendezvous with the foolishness. And it been time, man, we done backed into parking stalls and just went to sleep, pulled up in alleys in the set or different locations, and went to sleep in the car and woke up the next day and continued to do what we did. You know what I'm saying? We continued to do what we do. We continued to participate in the foolishness because that's all we were about. That's what we knew. That's what we wanted to do. And he was with it, and I was with it, man. You know what I'm saying? It made the juice in my veins flow. So anyway, we had been out. We had been out and about. This was one of them times we had woke up and we was in the car. We were in his car at this time. What kind of car it was? No need to know. But anyway, we were in his car. So anyway, we had pulled up in the alley on right. It was like it's between 51st and 52nd, and you go in the cut, you go down, and we were down. We had just parked the car down there towards San Pedro in the alley and just got us some shut eye. You know what I'm saying? Got us some shut eye, man. We woke up the next. I was in the back seat. He was in the front seat. So boom, we woke up. Of course, at this time, we used to go to sleep with the heat in our hand. I'm talking about with the heat in hand, right then and there. Lo and behold, a fool bet not came up and knocked on one of them windows, like curious, wanting to know who was in the car or what we were doing back here or what was going on. You know what I'm saying? He'd have probably got the business end of it. Luckily the police never pulled up on us. Cause the way my mind worked back then, they'd have got the business too. They'd have got it too. Oh, I didn't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't studying no police. Period. If people on the other side of Vernon or across Central or on the other side of Slauson, you know what I'm saying? If they can get it, the police was getting it too. I didn't make, man, boy, look here. Hey, y'all do a little homework on me. Y'all find out, y'all know. I did not play with them folks, period. It didn't make me no difference. If you were not, I repeat, if you were not a member of the Avalon gang, what I cared about blowing you down, what I cared about, an ant could have carried off. You know what I'm saying? It was just it. I was a runaway train, huh? I really was. I'm glad God changed me. But anyway, We had woke up and we shot up. I remember we shot up to the park. Sat around for a little bit, kicked it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It was some little females that I seen the other day. You know what I'm saying? That I was looking for. But it was too early. It was early. It's about 10 o'clock. We got about 10 o'clock, and so boom. I remember we went to go get something to eat, and we came back. We swooped through the park. We ended up leaving there. We ended up going. We made our rounds. You know what I'm saying? We stopped in the Avalon Gardens. See what they got going on, what's going on with the homies up in there, you know what I'm saying, parlay and kick it in the projects. Look, when I tell you I loved being in Avalon Gardens, I loved being in Avalon Gardens. Boy, look here. I remember I think I told y'all the story about when I tried to get a female to get a spot in the Avalon Gardens. I was in the pen, but I was getting ready to get out. I wasn't doing another violation. And I was telling her, look, sign up for Section 8. So she signed up for the Section 8, and they gave her I think they gave her 5 different projects. Lo and behold, all of them was blood projects. I think one was the PJs, and the other 4 were blood projects. I'm like, man, what kind of luck is this? All the projects that you mean to tell me what? No AGs, no Avalon Gardens, man, forget it. Man, forget it. But anyway, that was my second home, man. And a couple of times it might have been my first home, because it got to the point I started spending more time in the Avalon Gardens than I did down in the 50s. But I was back and forth all day. Because like I say, me and the homie, we'll make our rounds. If wasn't nothing too much jumping off in the Avalon Gardens, we'll shoot all the way down to the A-lines. You know what I'm saying? For y'all who don't know, A-line is a abbreviation for Avalon. But the 11-6 Avalons, the 116th Street Avalons, that was their choice of words. They were the first ones to use that term A-line. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they were known as, 11-6 A-line Crips. And we'd shoot down to the A-line apartments on the 116th, kick it down there, see what they got going on, and just parlay and schmooze. You know what I'm saying? If wasn't nothing jumping too hard, boom, we'll come back, might shoot down to the 40s, see what they got going on down there on 41st. What the homies from 40 Avalon got going on. At this time, we was kicking it over on the 40 Avalons. They were all over in that area, but I used to go over there and kick with the homegirl, the twins, right there on what was that 42nd? Yeah, right there on 42nd and Central. You know what I'm saying? At that time back then, that was 40 Avalon's hood. That was them. That was they set back then. And we'd kick it right there on the porch by the liquor store and all that, hang out. You know what I'm saying? Really wasn't too much going on. Boom, back to South Park. And around we go. You know what I'm saying? Little females that we might have had at the time. We might fool with them, hang out for a little bit. But now, me and Ray, we was just, going through the motions. Biding our time, waiting for them street lights to come on. Because when them street lights come on, homie, man, look here. Man, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. You know what I'm saying? Don't let us catch you. Boy, look here. Don't do it. Do not do it. Anyway, never forget. So we driving around. We going to the west side. Now, the homie Ray, he had a female that stayed over in Inglewood. So he wanted to go by their house. I don't know where he knocked her from. I don't know where she came from, because 9 times out of 10, I knew all his females. He knew all my females. Me and the homie was so close that if he met a female, he'd tell me about it and want me to check her out. First thing he gonna do is take me to her, like, cuz, check it out, what you think? You know what I'm saying? So we'll pull up, we'll be around her for a little bit, kick the bobos, talk a little bit, and I get a feel of her. So now when we leave, he like, cuz, what's up? And I would actually give him the yay or nay. If I wasn't feeling her, I'm like, cuz, man, I ain't got no good feeling on her, homie. He was like, for real, cuz? I'm like, yeah, homie, I ain't too much feeling her. He'd drop her like a hot potato. But now it went the same way. When I knock some more, I'm like, cuz, man, check this out, man. I met this little broad, homie, cuz, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, I'm gonna check her out. Boom. We'll schmooze, rules, do whatever we gonna do. Boom. When we leave, I'm like, cuz, what's up? Yay or nay? If he say yay, I'm a fool with her. If he say nay, I drop her like a hot potato. That's the bond me and the homie had. That was my brother. That was my brother I ain't even gonna say from another mother. That was just my brother, point blank. That was my other half. You feel me? Half my soul was him, half his soul was in me. So anyway, we shoot out to Inglewood. Now I'm already, at this time back then, I'm already apprehensive about going over here, period. So I'm like, cuz, where she stay at? So when he told me where she stayed, got to get that water, man. So when he told me where she stayed, I'm like, I'm like, cuz, I don't know. I'm like, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Them families be over there. He like, I ain't never seen none. I'm like, for real? So I'm like, okay. Now I know y'all probably saying, well, dang, Toon, where did she stay? I'm going to just say she stayed in family hood. Especially back then, because to us back then, everything was family hood. You know what I'm saying? It was but it was in family hood. It wasn't way down by the mafias and all that. It was family hood. So I'm like, dang, homie, you know, I don't too much go out of bounds, man, for no cat, for no PUSSY. He like, huh, man, she bad though, homie. You know, woo 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 woo. Ain't none of them fools be around there. You know, I'm saying, well, cuz, do she bang? She from there? He like, no, cuz, she a square, homie. No, she don't bang. She a civilian. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right, bump it then, cuz. Let's shoot over there. You know what I'm saying? So now, in the process of going to the female's house, he want to stop at the store. So I'm like, and the store was called Rouse. Now, if you're not from California, you probably don't know what Rouse is, but Rouse is a big food chain store that was very, very prominent in the 70s and the 80s in LA. You know what I'm saying? Probably, matter of fact, at that time, it might have been the biggest food chain store at that time, big grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So the homie wanted to dip up off in the Rouse real quick. Now, don't get me the line. What he wanted in the store, I do not know. But I knew this store right here was dead smack in family hood. It was in their hood. It was right there. You know what I'm saying? And I know they'd be up there because the cold part about it, my father stayed around the corner. Yeah. My father stayed around the corner. The same woman I told you, I tore his house up and did all this. He stayed around the corner. And I got caught at the bus stop one time right there. So, and you know, and I got saved. I got a pass. The homie Green Eyes for Family gave me a pass. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all about that. Y'all got to go back and find it. But yeah, boom. So I'm knowing what can happen right here at this Rouse. And I told the homie about it. I'm like, cuz, you know, boo, wop, 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 wham, bam. So he like, cuz, we just gonna dip up in the store real quick. It ain't gonna be nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? If the homie wanted to go in the store, for real, you know, my real attitude for real, is like, cuz, I don't give a F where we go. Cuz, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was bad. And the homie thought he was bad. And I thought we were bad. You know what I'm saying? So, for real, now, you know, it's different if we going out of pocket for some PUSSY. But just going out of pocket to go and do what we were going to, cuz, let's do it, man. Not studying nobody, homie. Ain't tripping on nobody. Fool better not stick their head out the sand. They better play dead when we around. You know what I'm saying? That was our mentality back then. So boom, we dip up to the Rouse and we dip up in there. Boom. What we got, I couldn't tell you. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what he got. I can't remember what he got. Whatever. It ain't important. But anyway, we coming out. When we coming out, we headed to the car. So now when we headed to the car, it's some dudes in the parking lot, but they just pulling up. You know how you gotta when you finna walk across and the car gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the time you become a pedestrian. So cars, if you got a driver's license, you already know cars have to wait for a pedestrian to pass by, and then they'll go. So when we came out the Ralphs, we coming out, we heading toward the Crenshaw. We ain't heading toward the Manchester side of the parking lot. We heading toward the Crenshaw side. What are you doing? You cool? You all right? All right, my little dog, yeah. Anyway, we heading toward the Crenshaw side of the parking lot. Over there by that Fifth Ave, heading toward like that Fifth Ave theater. Whoever from LA, y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, a car was coming and they stopped and they waited on us. Like I say, back then, you know what I'm saying? We G'd up from head to toe every day. That was us, especially me. I'm going to say I'm G'd up. The homie used to be suited and booted, man. I'm talking about silk short suits, three-piece suits with the rolls and the funny little ties. You know what I'm saying? That was the homie. He was fly like that. You know, I had on a suit, all right, but mine had khaki wrote in front of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, khaki suit, you know? So anyway, we ain't tripping on who in the car, but now you can see 3-4 heads in the car, but we ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? We like, oh, hold on, let's get by. So boom, you know, we bailed by, you know what I'm saying? Like back then, you young, my walk, you knew we was banging. You knew, you looked at me, you knew I was banging. And my walk, if you didn't, my walk alone said banging, banging, banging. Man, you know what I'm saying? We had to, y'all don't understand, man. Back then, it was a whole different get down. The dress code was different. The walk was different. The talk was different. The look was different. The atmosphere of game bangers back in the 80s was a whole lot different than what these youngsters got going on now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, what it is. Anyway, so boom, I'm bailing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I was on swole end, man. I'm boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the rag was hanging. Not knowing it's a car full of families. It's a car full of families. Oh well. Didn't care. Not back then. Did not care, not one bit. So anyway, we get by. When they drove past, they looking. So I'm looking too. I'm like, finna throw the setup. But the car went by too fast. So I tell the homie, I'm like, cuz, man, you see that? Man, them fools was sweating us, homie. You see how them fools was looking? He was like, cuz, I wasn't even tripping on them, homie. You know what I'm saying? What's up? I'm like, cuz, man, looked like it was a carload full of whoop, whoop, wham. You know how we used to talk back then. He was like, shoot, cuz, it ain't nothing. Come on, let's go. But it was a carload. They pulled like 3-4 cars in the first parking stall. And I don't even think in the first little parking spot. I don't even think they parked good. Boom, bang. They bail out the car. So when they bail out the car, they're like, oh, what's, you know what I'm saying? They're like, man, what's up, blood? I look. Now, back in the 1980s, what's up, blood? Or what's up, cuz? That was the bell. That was ding, 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 ding. That was round one. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was in LA back then in the 80s. That was the sound of the bell, and they're off. So when they said it on reflex, I'm like, shoot, cuz, what's up, cuz? So they like, man, West Side Inglewood family. I'm like, shoot, East Side Avalon Gangster Crib. So they like, well, what's up? What's up? I'm like, shoot, what's up? I'm knowing we heated. In my mind, I'm like, they probably heated too. So bang, they bounce out the car like folk, you know, one of them, they was already getting out the car, but all 4 of them bounced out. So Ray being who he is, man, the homie started dumping off the rip. Ray wasn't playing the radio. Ray was not playing the radio, you know what I'm saying? I'm driving at the time. So when Ray come up and start dumping, boom, 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 boom. They like go to scatter like, oh, blood, oh. But they start dumping back. Boom, boom, back, boom, boom, bang. Now, this ain't no lie, homie. Can't make this up. Listen. Me and Ray done been in so many shootouts with people. It was like normal. We so used to this, man. Look. Me and him was so used to this, it didn't even make no sense. It was like old home week. I immediately, boom, I jumped in the car, even though, you know what I'm saying, it's Ray's car. I jumped in the car. Whoop! I'm backing up. Ray's still leaning out the window. So now they don't want to stick up. I guess they wasn't no killers. Because they trying to shoot from over the top of the car. The car that was parked next to them. They boom, boom, boom from the back of the car. I done pulled all the way out and turn. When I'm speeding out, they come up from the back. Boom, boom, boom. Put 2 holes in the trunk. They put 2 holes in the trunk. We fly, man. Look, we come out. Bloom, 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 bloom. We come out. The car face. When we come out on the Manchester side. We hop the curb. We get on. We come. Now, anybody know the area? You got islands in the middle of the street. You got islands right there on Manchester by where that Ralph's was back in the day at that time. Man, we went. So when you first come out, you coming into traffic that's going this way. We come straight out, boom. But we heading this way, but we come out, boom. Traffic going this way. We trying to go this way. You know what I'm saying? At least I am. Was I in panic mode? Not really. But when I heard the beep on the back of the car, that kind of let me know it's time to go. For real, for real. So when I come out, I don't turn this way going with the traffic. Man, look, I'm trying to go, homie. The skin is tender. And I ain't trying to get it tenderized. I shoot straight through traffic. And hit the island. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bust one of the tires. The tire bust. Boof. But when I come out on the other side of the island, now I'm going this way. With the traffic. Man, I burnt Manchester up. I'm out of here. Exit, stage left, suffering succotash. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go. Listen, man. When it's time to go, it's time to go. When it's time to go, I'm one of the best at it. I used to tell the homies all the time. Any of my G homies my age, they'll tell you. I tell them, cuz, listen, when the bullets start flying, it's every man for himself. You gonna have to tuck and roll, duck, dodge, backflip, parkour, whatever you call it, when them white boys be jumping from roof to roof like monkeys or whatever. It's time to go. Get up out of there the best way you can. You know? And I was getting busted tying off. Man, I'm glad they didn't chase us. Man, I dang near drove Manchester all the way back to Avalon. The homie telling me, cuz, pull over, man, the wheel busted. We dang near on the rim. I'm trying to get to Avalon, so I'm going back up in Avalon Gorge. Because you come down Manchester, you hit Avalon, you just bust that right. Whop, you in AG hood. You know what I'm saying? That's where they stop it. That's what separate the Avalon Gardens. That's what separate 88 Avalon from the Swans. Manchester. This side of Manchester, Avalon Gardens. This side of Manchester, the Swans. So anyway, I'm trying to make it back. But now the homie, he talked me into pulling over, and you know what I'm saying? We end up leaving the car. He like, cuz, don't even trip the car, man. Just leave the car, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let's get up out of here. We left the car and jumped on the Rough, Tough, and Dangerous. For y'all who don't know, who are not from LA, the Rough, Tough, and Dangerous is the RTD, Rapid Transit District. You know what I'm saying? The bus. And that's where we caught the bus down Manchester, got off on Avalon, and walked to the Avalon Guards and got us a ride back to South Park. You know what I'm saying? For us, that was a normal day, man. It happened. You know, it happens. Normal day for us, man, in LA, especially back in them 80s, man. Oh, I missed them 80s. Man, I missed them 80s. Boy, it was so much fun back then. Dangerous, but fun. But anyway, man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 53. I'm out of here, man. Y'all stay tuned, man, for this fight coming up, man, December 14th. Be there, be square. Peace.